Hello everybody, welcome back to Sin City Living. This is Jason bringing you today's video. It's been a while since I posted up a video. I apologize for that, guys. Been really busy, and I've really only gotten 2 emails from you guys over the last month or so. So not too much to film. I've already gone over most of the strategies that are out there. So today is in response to an email. This email came from another Jason out there. It says he's moving to Las Vegas and lives near, or is going to be living near, a casino that occasionally has $10 tables, and was wondering what sort of strategies he could use on a $10 table, not trying to break the bank, just trying to win $200 to $300. $200 to $300, which is pretty reasonable. It's good that he has a win condition set up in his mind already. So this is actually it's actually not too hard, really, not too hard at all. There's a couple of different things he could do. It really depends on the level of risk that he wants to take, how big his bankroll is. Now keep in mind, no matter what you do, the odds are against you. Strategies just help you take advantage of the longer roll. Yes, you've got your regression strategies, but all those do really is just slow the bleeding and minimize what you win when you do catch a longer roll. The whole point is to catch the longer roll. So what kind of strategies can he use? Well, he says he doesn't play the dark side. Cool. We can take that right out of the equation. No, don't pass. And he prefers not to play the pass line unless he is the shooter, which again makes sense. So let's take a look. There's a few different things we can do. Now, since he prefers not to play the pass line, just prefers to play place bets, we can really get rid of this for right now because it doesn't really matter. If you're going to play place bets, you're probably going to place the point as well. So what could he do? Well, the most basic one would be 64 across, which would be including the point. Now, that is at its most basic core. Do the 64 across, including the point, and from there, pick which strategy you wish to use. You can do either a power press, although I would not recommend the power press. In this particular instance where we have a win condition that is only $200 to $300, and I'm going to assume we're probably starting out with $200 to $300, we don't need to be shooting for the 40, 45, 50 minute roll where you can win, you know, 30, 40, 50, 60, $70,000 if you were to do the power press. But by the same token, we don't want a strategy that is going to require a 30, 40, 50 minute roll just to win a few $100s. So we got to kind of find in the middle. My recommendation, there's 2 recommendations that I would use. Let me go ahead and set up a second 64 across, including. Now, my first recommendation is kind of what I would consider almost the more obvious one, which is what we call the mid-press. The mid-press. The whole point behind playing and any kind of strategy, like I said, is to catch the longer roll. But in reality, what you're trying to do is you're trying to catch that instance where a single number, 1 or 2 numbers, roll more than the statistical likelihood. For instance, if you went 30 rolls without a 7, statistically, you're liable to get 5 6s, 5 8s, 4 5s, 4 9s, and 3 4s and 3 10s. The other day, I saw a roll that lasted maybe 9 minutes, and there were somewhere around 11, I want to say, 6s that rolled in that 9 minutes. We got that many rolls. We got about 20 rolls in that 9 minutes because the player had a pass line bet, and that was it. So the dice just kept moving because we didn't have to stop the game to pay anything. The point was like 5 or 9 or something along those lines. But they just kept rolling the 6 over and over and over again. So let's take a look at how the mid-press might work. And we'll look at each one of these numbers. So we'll start with the 6 because it's most likely, you know, figure 6 or 8. So we'll start with the 6. So the first time around, it's going to pay $14. Now, you're probably only going to press it up 1 unit. So that's the first hit. So let's look at, say, if a number were to hit 6 times. So the next time around, you're going to go up to 30. Still collecting some. Now the next time it hits, because we're in a mid-press situation, we're going to throw in $2. We're going to go up to 42. The next time it hits, now we want to go up to 60. Now, from here, we have a choice when it hits next. You could do one of two things. I go up to 90 and from there to 150. And then if I'm sticking with the mid press, usually 150, I'll just start pressing 300, 600, 1200. But if I'm sticking with the mid press at 150, I might just go up to 210 or 240, either one. But from 60, you have a couple choices. Like I said, I would go up to 90, but some players are going to choose instead to go to 72, which kind of fits with our whole 30 to 42 thing. Now we go from 60 to 72. So if we were to look at this hitting 5 times, that's $129 in profit. If it were off that one number. Now, if it were to hit the 6th time, since we're at 72, we're probably going to go up to 90. So if it hits 6 times, we just added another $66 to our profit. So what are we at? 195? So $195 right there. So 6 times hitting the same number, hit pretty close to hitting this $200 to $300 profit level, especially considering that we're probably going to have some other numbers roll. Same thing with the 5 or 9. The first time it hits, you're going to go up to 15. Second time it hits, you're going to go up to 25. So we'll take a quick look at it. You're going to go up to 15, collect that 9. Then you're going to go up to 25. Then you're going to go up to 35, although I would personally just throw in the $1. Then you're going to go up to 50. Then you're probably going to go to 75. So 5 hits on the 9. And we're looking at $125 in profit. 125 bucks. There we go. And you could actually take it down and you're almost your $200 if you wanted to. Regression is usually a bad idea, but you can certainly do it. So you're really only looking for one number to hit roughly 5 times, or maybe 3 numbers hit 4 times, but you're really only looking for a 10, 11 minute roll. That's all you're looking for, 10, 11 minute roll, and you're decently into the profit. What about the 4? Well, the first time around, again, go up to 15. Second time around, go to a quarter. Third time around, throw in your $1, go to 50. Fourth time around, throw in your $2. Now here you can do a couple different things. You can go to 75 or 100. Some mid pressers are just going to go to 75. I would have gone to 100, but that's just me. And then the next time around, you're going to throw in your $4 for your VIG. You're going to go to 100. There you go. It's hit 5 times. And your profit is $248. Not too bad. You've already hit your profit point there. Now, of course, the 4s and 10s hitting 5 times, that's a little bit less likely, but I have seen it. I absolutely have seen it. By the way, that one with the 6, I rolled 4 times in a row, which is really funny, especially because like I said, nobody was betting it. They were just betting the pass line and dollar hard ways. One guy had $5 hard ways. So they're actually losing money on the 6, just getting pounded over and over and over again. Now, the other option that you can do, and with this strategy, you can do either 64 cross or you can even just do the inside. You can just do the inside, 44 inside. What you can also do is you can also do a press 1 unit. Press 1 unit is a lot stronger than people think it is. So let's look at the 6, right? And we'll do a press 1 unit situation. And once again, we're going to hit 5 times, okay? So let's take a look at how it goes. So that's the 3rd hit. 4th hit. And then the 5th hit. So just 5 hits on the 6, and all we did was we pressed up 1 unit at a time. That's it. $110 in profit. $110. Press 1 unit is a lot stronger than people think it is, and you're actually collecting more every time. So on the shorter rolls, you're going to lose a little bit less than you would with the mid press because you're collecting a little bit more per hit in theory, especially on the second hit. On the second hit is where it's going to favor you. If a number only hits twice and then a 7 out comes, you kind of preserve a little bit more of your bankroll going with the press one unit. But either one will work. Either one of those strategies will work. And like I said, either a 64 cross or a 44 inside. Either one is pretty strong. Depends on the size of your bankroll and how much you want to risk. I go across, but there's absolutely nothing wrong with just going inside. Now my recommendation is once you hit the level of the green, switch to a mid press, but before you do that, the next time it hits, expand out. Give yourself, if you're at 30 on the 6 and the 6 rolls, give yourself a $10 4. If it rolls again, give yourself a $10 10. And then just do your press one unit, whatever you are choosing to do over there, because you can also do the mid press just betting 44 inside. But either way, I would look at expanding out if you're catching a decent roll and you've made a decent little bit of profit. Thank you very much, Jason, for the email. I hope this answers your questions, and we will catch you guys next time. Thanks for watching. Bye now.